everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is just going to be a get ready with me. It's been, I think I counted, it's been 9 days since I've applied makeup. I went on vacation, I was on a houseboat for a week, and I took makeup with me. Never once did I apply makeup. I just didn't want to do it. I just didn't want to apply makeup. So I'm excited to kind of get back into applying makeup again, get back in the groove of things, and I'm super excited to be back. I missed you guys so much. Like, I realized when I was gone, you know, I didn't have cell service, and so that daily interaction with you guys is, I knew it was important to me, but I didn't realize just how important it is to me until I wasn't doing it for those 6 days. And I missed you guys so freaking much. Like, I love that interaction with you guys, and I've always said it's my favorite part about uploading videos and just doing YouTube in general, and it truly is. So I'm excited to be back. I'm just gonna chit chat. I'm in a weird mood. I'm in a really weird mood. Yeah, so, you know, get prepared because I'm gonna be a dingling the entire video. I'm just warning you, just fair warning. But in my defense, I was on a houseboat with like 25 people, which 75% were teenagers, so I'm a little bit goofy, okay? So that's what we're doing today. It's just an easy chit chat, fun, kind of get ready with me, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Everything I use in the video, whether I kind of tell you what I'm using or not, will be in the description box down below in case you guys are interested. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Oh my gosh, it feels so weird to be in front of the camera. It's been, like, seriously, it's been like a week and a half since I've been here, and it feels like a year ago. I'm like feeling a little awkward. You know what I mean? It's so weird. So I figured today I would just do like just a fun, just kind of chit chat, get ready with me, let you guys know about the vacation, because there's a lot to tell. It's a houseboat with 20, let's see, how many people were on the boat? As you can see, my hyperpigmentation is coming out to play. That's just kind of what happens. You know, like whenever I go out into the sun, no matter how much I reapply sunscreen, whatever the case is, it's inevitable. This is like a healing scab from, you know, 2 weeks ago. And then this is one of my dark spots. So yeah, my skin is a mess, but I have not worn makeup for, since I left. I never wore makeup the entire time I was gone, and it was almost freeing. It's amazing how good you feel when you're not wearing makeup and you don't even have to worry about it. Like, I would get up and I took makeup with me. I never wore it, not once. I didn't even wear it on the way home just because it was so hot when we were unloading the houseboat. And, you know, we're having to unload all the coolers and all the food, and, you know, I mean, it's all a lot. Even though we had a lot of teenagers, they kind of got lazy towards the end of the trip, and so I was just like a mess, just sweaty, and so I knew it was going to be a lot, and I was like, there's no way, there's no reason I need to put makeup on, so I didn't. And then all weekend I didn't wear makeup. Sunday, Monday, yesterday, like I've not worn makeup all week. And it's been very nice, but my hyperpigmentation is pretty crappy. But anyway, what the hell am I doing? Get ready with me. Okay. Oh, I was going to tell you how many people we have on the boat. So we had Maddie, Canyon, Oakley, Avery, Kennedy, JC, Gentry, Angel, Tag, Luke, Landon, Jareth, Jesse. His name's not Jesse, but I call him Jesse because I don't know his real name. That one kid.
2,000 years later.
We had about 25 people on the houseboat. It was a lot. Majority of them were teenagers, my son's friends, and it was kind of like his, you know, graduation type fun trip for them, and they had a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work. Like, it was so much work. So it's almost like when I got back, I needed a vacation from my vacation. I don't know if you guys ever felt that way, but you're exhausted from your vacation because you worked so hard the whole time you were there. And fortunately, you know, my mom worked, and my mom's husband's niece was there with her family, and so she helped a ton, but it was just like, oh my gosh, it was so much work. I'm happy to be back. My mother-in-law and my nephew are in from Florida, so my schedule's been kind of like wonky because I'm constantly cooking and cleaning and constant cook and clean and cook and clean and cook and clean, and kind of like, it's just, I need to get back to my routine. I'm off my routine right now, and it's kind of driving me crazy. So All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started because I've been sitting here for almost 5 minutes and I haven't started my makeup. Well, I got my primer on, but you know. The trip was super fun. I mean, we had a great time. I did take quite a bit of footage while I was there, so I will be working on the vlog. I don't know how to do a vlog, so it's gonna take me a minute to try to like figure it out. So I'm probably gonna work on the vlog this weekend and get it up for you guys, just so you guys can see, you know, what the trip was and what we did, and it was a lot of fun. We took the small boat out and we were having the kids like wakeboard and kneeboard and stuff like that. And then we got stranded. And the people on, you know, our family on the houseboat, I mean, an hour later, we're out on the boat like dying. Fortunately for me, I brought my ice water in my Yeti cup. They didn't. Yeah, I come prepared. So anyway, I also jumped off the cliff. I went cliff diving with the teenagers. I am a total pansy, you guys, and I did it. I have footage. I have proof. So I will be including that in the vlog. That was super fun. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't look that high from the lake, like the water, but it's high when you get up there. And it was a beast to climb up there. And I'm old. Did I mention that? Those kids swim like they just got out of the womb. I swim like I just got out of the nursery home. I mean, I was like, I can't breathe. Anyway, I just don't know what to grab. Like, I'm like, which foundation do I choose? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
5 minutes later.
Let's try this one. This is the Tom Ford. The reason why I want to try it is because I want to see if it's going to match my darker skin. Maybe. Because this was too dark for me when I first got it. It's been dark, and so I'm curious to see how it looks now. So I've been trying to catch up on everything that I missed, like, not really the drama, because I could really give two shits less, but I'm talking about like the new releases. Like I was scanning through Trend Mood, and you guys, I'm not really excited about any of the new releases coming out for makeup. It's so weird. I don't know what the deal is, but I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I don't really like that. If there's anything that you guys are interested in seeing me review, let me know. But as I was scanning through, I couldn't find anything that even piqued my interest at all. It just is weird. I am so excited to try the Pat McGrath foundation, obviously. Like, that is on my list, and I am gonna buy that the second and it is available because I can't wait. I mean, everything she does is amazing, so I'm kind of really excited to try that. And I'm really happy that she's finally going into complexion products because, I mean, her palettes, though they are expensive, they are amazing. Okay, so this foundation looks amazing. I mean, it kind of blended right into my skin, and now it kind of matches me, which is amazing. Why do I keep saying amazing? So the entire time I was on the houseboat, so I downloaded, you know, because I don't have service. I have this subscription on my phone, which is called Droid TV, and only people who have an Android, because I have like a Samsung, I don't know, 10 something, I don't know. I had a Samsung 8, and I was fine with keeping it because it was paid off and I was super happy about it, and then it started breaking. I think they do that on purpose. I honestly swear there's something in these phones that make them break the second that you get them paid off, because it's happened to me 2 times in a row now. I first had the Galaxy 6 Edge and I loved that phone, and then about 2 months after I got it paid off, I had to buy a new one. So then I bought the 8, and then I got the 8 paid off, and then I had to buy the 10. I'm like, this is... I downloaded Droid TV on my phone, and Droid TV Droid TV has like a ton of different, like, just all different series, all these different shows. They don't have any movies, but I kind of like series, and like I love like Burn Notice and Alias and Sons of Anarchy, and oh my gosh, I have so many, like The Blacklist. There's so many that I have in my favorites. I like Billions, Blue Bloods, Chicago PD, Criminal Minds, Designated Survivor, Empire, come on, who doesn't love Empire? Enemy Within, yeah, so I have tons of them, and so I can download any of the episodes that I want, and I think it's like $6.99 a month or something like that. Well, I downloaded a ton of episodes of 2.5 Men, and so I just had my beats on as I was going around, you know, cleaning and cooking and stuff like that, and all of a sudden I would just start laughing, like bust out laughing, and everybody like, what is she laughing about? And then they finally figured out that I was watching 2.5 Men, and then they're like, okay, she's just watching 2.5 Men, and it's good. I freaking love that show and really miss that show. I just forgot how much I love that show. It's so freaking funny. Oh my gosh, so funny. I like this foundation. This looks amazing. Now, I've had several of you guys reach out to me after the June favorites telling me how much you love the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. And like they bought it because I mentioned it in that video. And I'm so glad that it's working for you guys because I do feel like it gets a bad rap. Like I think the negative responses that I've seen are people who think that it's like a Tarte Shape Tape, or they just don't like how it's, you know, really hydrating, but that's what I love about it. So I'm really, really glad that it's working for those of you out there. Especially, I think this is amazing for mature eyes. It blends into my under eyes so beautifully and just highlights, but doesn't age me. I'm obsessed. Like I am obsessed with this concealer. It's so good. I went ahead and did my brows off camera just because it's pain. And I put this on. I don't even know what it is, but it totally stained my lips pink. Like pink. So it goes on clear, but it turns my lips pink. I don't get it. I don't know what this is. This is like a Twinkle Lips glow color. Who knows what it is? But I don't even know what brand it is. It doesn't say what brand. It's in, I don't know if it's Chinese or what, but who knows? Okie. We're going to move on. So I'm going to go ahead and contour. Okay, so where was I when I took an hour and a half on my brows? I have decided to stop contouring my up here because it doesn't work very good. Like it just brings out my hyperpigmentation more, and I'm just like over it. I love that contour stuff. Like it blends right into the skin. Like you can't even see it sitting there. It's so amazing. Also, my brows are driving me crazy because you guys know I've been growing them out, right? Well, they're kind of wild, and I know they're wild. People have told me they're wild. I know they're wild. They kind of just grow wherever they want, but I'm trying to get them to the point where I can kind of like shape them, but I don't know how to shape them because I haven't had brows in years. It's been like 2 decades. So therefore, I'm out of the brow business. I don't know what brows I'm going to wear. I don't know how to put them together. So I might have to find a professional to help me with them because I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so let's go back to the houseboat fiasco. So I had all those teenagers on the boat. Every time I turned around, they were doing something naughty. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they were just being dumb teenagers. But I was like, don't jump here and don't ride there and don't do that on the wave runner. You're gonna break your neck. You know what I mean? And so my mother is a good sport. I do have to give her props for putting up with all those teenagers for 7 days because I was about ready to lose my marbles. But she held it together. I didn't so much. See, I'm kind of like the cool mom, but I'm also the cool mom that you don't want to piss off. And one day, they pissed me off and I went batshit crazy. I did the whole, what the hell are you doing? Get off this houseboat right now. Like, but in my defense, I did wake up 3 houseboats, but in my defense, it was the 4th of July. The kids were having way too much fun, and I have a really, really loud voice when I scream. The neighbors were not happy, but it's technically the kids' fault, not mine. I have a loud voice, but I keep it under control until they piss me off, and then I was like, listen. But you know the great thing about it was, I told them, I said, when you guys wake up in the morning, I want this entire deck, top bunk. I want the entire top deck, like completely spotless, because I'd been cleaning up after them every single day. Like every day I would just go up there and clean it. And then 3 hours later, it'd be just a complete pigsty. But, you know, I just did it once a day. Well, I told him, I'm like, I want this entire top deck completely spotless. Like, I don't even want to see 1 ounce of anything on there. Well, they didn't even wait till the next morning. They were so, like, upset that I was pissed that they cleaned the entire deck at, like, 4 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. And then the one kid was like, Tara, you're, like, the coolest mom ever. I don't like to see you get mad. I'm like, then don't piss me off and we'll be good. Capiche? Yeah. So, they seen my bad side for a minute and they didn't like it. So, you know, sometimes you gotta keep them, you gotta put them back in their corner. You know, you gotta, like, I understand, like, I've always had an open door policy with all my kids' friends. Just come in. You don't even need to knock. Just come in. You're welcome to grab anything out of the pantry. That's just the way my house has been for years. My husband said, Tara, you drew the line in the sand. And I think I did. I think they realized that don't piss me off because I'm crazy. And crazy Tara is not the good Tara. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. All you moms out there, you know what I'm talking about. And yes, I did just put 3 pounds of blush on my cheeks. But I haven't put makeup on for 2 weeks. I'm trying to learn. Oh, goodness gracious. This is going to be a fun video. So I have been comparing the Jouer, I don't even know what this is called, the Soft Focus Hydrate Set Powder, yada, yada, yada. It's in the shade medium. But I've been kind of comparing it to the Charlotte Tilbury. And I was like, oh yeah, when I go on vacation, I'll just use this one and see how it compares. I never even wore makeup the entire time, so I still need to kind of give it a good test. But I think it's somewhat similar. I mean, I do. There's some differences between them, and I'll definitely get into that in like the breakdown of that video. But I like this powder so far. I mean, I don't know that it's going to replace the Charlotte Tilbury, but it's a decent powder. And I'm not sure what this deal is, but I have kind of a divot, like a ridge right here. And I don't know, like I tried to put concealer on it and I didn't want to go too thick, so it's just gonna be ridgy. It's like right here and right here. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I slept like an orangutan again. I mean, it seems to happen, and I'm not even a drinker. I don't know how it happens, but it just does. So yesterday, I just cooked a bunch of stuff. Like, cooking is very relaxing for me. So I was in the kitchen for about 6 hours yesterday. I did like a potato salad. I made banana bread. I made guacamole. I did a relish tray. I made up like taco meat so that my daughter and I could eat tacos and like a taco salad. And like, I made so much food yesterday and it was so relaxing. Like, I just needed to unwind, and I just put my headphones on and like tune everybody out. Granted, my mother-in-law was watching me the entire time, but I kind of pretended that she wasn't there, and it worked out great. As soon as I push play, the dog barks. Stop it. I think it's my son. It's my son. As soon as I push play. Never fails. As soon as I push play. Tap, 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 tap. Run, 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 run. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, so for the eyes, I had several things that I was thinking about doing, but I really want to make like a big old, you know, let's just make it easy and fun. So I'm going to use this from Hourglass. Now, Hourglass is releasing new shades of this, which I'm super excited about because I really love the formula on these. They're a little bit pricey, but so good, and I love them. Okay, my favorite color is the shade Smoke, and it's kind of like a lavender-ish shade. Let me show you what it looks like. It's so beautiful. This is kind of what it looks like. It's much prettier when you put it on with like a brush and stuff. I'm gonna take this brush from Japan. I'm gonna take this brush from Sonia G in It's the Worker Pro. And I like to just dip my brush down in here like this. And I do like to spray this. Okay, so I've sprayed it and now I'm just gonna lightly apply it. It's so beautiful on the eye. Oh, so pretty. And as long as you spray, you won't have a lot of fallout. If you spray and like kind of work in sections, you're not adding, like you're not applying a ton at a time. So if your brush is kind of wet, it helps to keep down the fallout. The palette, I'm going to use the KKW Beauty Classic palette. This is the palette that I talked about at the end of my top 10 favorites like palettes. I like this palette because I can pull any of those shades and use it for all of those single shadows that I have, and I love it so much. So I'm just gonna take a, just a crease brush. This is the Crease Pro from the Sonia G. And my favorite shades to use with that shade Smoke is this shade and deepen in it a little bit with this shade and maybe a little bit with this shade. So I'm gonna start with this shade right here. Yeah, so I'm really hoping that I can do a good job on a vlog. I think I'm gonna have my daughter help me because I have no idea how to make a vlog. Like, I am clueless on this stuff, you guys. And I am so bad at, like, social media. I need to get better at posting, like, on Instagram and stuff. But it's so hard for me because I don't really get on social media that much. And it's something that I don't really think about. And I think that's also because of my age. I'm just not on it all the time. And it's really hard for me. Like, I don't know why I don't put more stuff on Instagram and, you know, post more. And it's just, I'm so bad at this, you guys. So I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm going to deepen up the crease a little bit with that shade. But keeping it kind of below, like in between the Scattered Light from Hourglass and that first shade that we put on. Like, it was almost like they were made for each other. Like, Kim K called Hourglass and said, hey, I need to make a palette to match your Scattered Light smoke. I know, I'm in a funky mood. I can't help myself. All right, I'm gonna grab the Builder Pro, which is just kind of like more of like a flat tip type brush. I'm gonna go into that dark shade, this one right here on the end. My son is getting ready to kind of, like, he actually leaves my house. He's moving in to his apartment 6 hours from me, which, you guys, I can't even begin to tell you how upsetting it is for me to even think about it. But he is starting to kind of get stuff prepared, and yeah, he's moving out on August 12th, and I am not, I don't know how I'm gonna act. I don't know. You know, I'm just fair warning you, I might be a mess. I might be medicated. We'll see. I'm going to use this shade right here. It's the first shade in the palette. And I'm just going to kind of place that in my crease, but I am going to wet it down. But I was talking to him and his friends, like, when we were on the houseboat, and I was like, listen, because 2 of the kids that were on the houseboat are going to be his roommates. And I was like, listen, we need to have a little conversation here. I need you guys to keep an eye on my child. Like, you guys need to look out for each other, you know, monkey business. Like, I understand you're going to go and have fun. You're going to be in college. I am not naive, okay? I'm not stupid. But I also want them keeping an eye on each other, you know? And I told my son, I'm like, I want to remind you that you're in college for college. Okay? He's like, Mom, I know. He's very responsible, so I'm not really worried about him per se. I'm kind of worried about the influences. You know what I mean? That's what I'm worried about. So I'm going to go into this shade right here and then this shade right here. He is wanting to do something in criminal justice. That's kind of where, like, all the classes that he signed up for are kind of along the lines of that. So I'm going to probably put a little bit of that dark shade right here on this outer corner. But I'm going to use a smaller brush. I'm going to go into that dark purple shade on the end and just kind of put it right there on the outer corner. It feels so weird to do my makeup because I haven't done it for so long. It's like, wow, I have makeup on? This is so weird. Now I can do the other eye off camera because everybody's being noisy upstairs. Story of my life. But I don't want to complain because soon he'll be gone and I will have no friends at my house. And that's going to be hard for me because I love my kids as friends. Like, they are, I mean, my daughter will have her friends over. But my son seems to have all of his friends come over, you know, like all of my son's friends are constantly here and I'm really going to miss them. So yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I need to stop talking, don't I? And why am I putting all my shit away? All right, I'm going to go do this other eye and I will be right back. It's crazy when you don't do makeup for a really long time and then you go back to it and you're like, how do I do it? You know, like I don't think my eyeshadow's blended. Oh crap. I don't want to keep doing it. Okay, we're going to continue and we're going to pretend that this eye matches this eye. We're just going to pretend. Because lately, my pretend world is so much better than my real world. For the lip liner, I want to use that 1.5. Where to go, 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 where to go. My lips are still stained pink, by the way. And I haven't put any highlighter on. What do I want to use for a highlighter? Cookie, which I hear that they are, this is the little mini cheerleaders palette. The entire palette was worth it for that shade. Oh, so freaking pretty. The way that it blends into the skin is just stunning. But they are making it in a single pan, which is amazing. Ooh, I wonder if I should use my new, I wonder if this would match me. Ooh, this is pretty. I'm obsessed with these Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. I will own every one of them, except for the red. They are so pretty. So that's it for my kind of like just get ready with me chit chat. I will let you guys know when I get the whole, what's it called again? I will let you guys know when I get the vlog ready. I'm gonna work on that this weekend and hopefully have it up sometime next weekend, which I'm super duper excited about. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the get ready with me. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys again for all the love that you guys show me. Seriously, I missed each and every one of you, and I am so happy to be back. It's gonna take me a minute to kind of get back into the groove of things again, but I totally love you guys. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.